Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mind Your Newness channel. I'm Apostle Steve, and once again, I want to share with you another essay that I wrote on my Substack, which you can check out in the link in the description below. Also, follow me there on Substack, as well as follow me here on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with somebody who you might think will benefit from this message. And if you feel led, send me a gift and hit that hype button as well. That helps the algorithm see my videos and to get my message out there to you all. Now, the title of this message is called Empathy Brings Out the Best in Your Art. And lately, I've been thinking about how to address sensitive issues I feel passionate about through my work. The hot button issues like war, injustice, and social unrest can feel very heavy when you're telling stories you haven't personally experienced. When you don't have firsthand knowledge of these traumatic experiences, it's good to approach these matters with a heart and mind of empathy. Now, it's important to understand the difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is feeling with someone or something. Sympathy is feeling for someone or something. There is a huge difference between with and for. Feeling with someone is an act of sharing. Empathy causes one to partake in the burden of an emotion, resulting in a shared experience. It's the type of action that validates the emotion or feeling with vulnerability and connection. Empathy connects deeply, looking to feel and understand the perspective of another. Sympathy is the opposite. While it can be consoling, it usually offers suggestions or solutions through an attitude of pity, which can feel distant and sometimes condescending. Sympathy acknowledges the hardship without sharing the pain, which often feels passive and sometimes dismissive. When you put yourself in the shoes of your subject, something magical happens. Ask what it would feel like if you were to live what you were creating, and your perspective will drastically change. It's not a perfect framework, but you will get a better understanding of how to interpret what you see and hear from photos, stories, and anything you reference. The key thing is to separate how you feel from what the subject may feel. This simple step in the process helps clear up any biases and places you in a better position to connect with the subject you're painting. To inspire others through the things you create, one must first learn how to be inspirational. In other words, how can someone feel your art without you feeling something first? What makes a work of art worthwhile is the transfer of emotion from subject to the artist. If you can only relate to your subject on a surface level, you can't expect anyone who views your work to go deeper than where you've been. People will only see the depth you've allowed yourself to venture to. You will travel further than you were willing to go. Now, to put it more bluntly, if you want people to connect to your art, you must connect to your subject. If you are not intimate in the creative stage, your work will not feel intimate in the viewing stage. Connecting with your subject intimately may sound awkward, but it doesn't have to look or feel embarrassing at all. It's more natural than you think. You just need to be genuinely interested and have a healthy dose of curiosity for your subject. Even if your subject is boring and lacks appeal, you can always find at least one interesting element to hold your attention. Find one thing and make it a focal point. Focus on what you find most interesting about the person, place, or thing that you're rendering and exaggerate it. Caricature artists are masters at this. There's always one physical feature in a person that sums up their whole persona. Making that detail stand out often captures the personality or essence of the subject. Now, if you grew up in the 70s and never got a hold of a Mad magazine, the work of artists Mort Drucker and Jack Davis would surely come to mind. Now, these were my two childhood heroes. They were masters at capturing the soul and likeness of every celebrity they ever drew in their comics. To me, these legends were the original Saturday Night Live, and I doubt their genius will ever be surpassed. Now, later on, I also came to love Hirschfeld too, but Drucker and Davis mesmerized me with their skill of exploiting traits of people, places, and things, and that made them unique. I once worked as a caricature artist for Six Flags, and I can honestly say that what I am telling you is legit. The essence of a person or any subject's likeness usually boils down to a small detail: a raised eyebrow, the curve of a lip, the bend of a tree, or curve of a chair. Everything living or inanimate has at least one standout detail that brings out the essence of the whole. This skill was emphasized in my training when I worked at Six Flags years ago, and I've been able to keep it alive in my creative practice over the years, and it's proven useful each and every time. Learning how to zoom in to specific details is one thing. However, you must be careful and know which ones are going to give you the results you seek. After all, it is possible to focus on a detail that could send the wrong message in your work. So it won't hurt to explore your options with a few thumbnail sketches to start. These exercises will teach you how to see more deeply and, in turn, enrich your understanding of what you're capturing. This is where discernment comes in handy and experience serves you well. However, the most important takeaway is your honest engagement with your subject. As an artist and creator, I speak about this often, and I always stress the importance of falling in love with your subject. And when you have a deep level of interest in your subject or idea, your conversation is going to go further beyond the pleasantries and casual banter. What you share and exchange from this level of intimacy is what great art is born from. You'll be amazed how a simple detail can change the outcome of whatever you create. Simplicity has a way of bringing out the true nature of anything. And an artist's goal is to deconstruct and reconstruct things to express a feeling or a message. The keys to unlocking our understanding are often in the smallest details. You don't necessarily need to be hyper realistic in your creative approach. You just need to have awareness of the details which speak to the heart of your message. I hope that this video helped somebody. Now, if you like this video, please like, comment, and share. I love you all. Get out there, create something, and I will talk to you all again soon. Yahweh bless.